Hello guys, welcome back to another video. My name is ChiefDog74 and let's get into this one. So today guys, what we're going to be doing, or well, what you can see we're starting off with, is a sponsorship renewal. So we'll just renew that. We've got them back because I don't think that there's going to be too many others that are up there at the moment, so we'll just have that renewed, so it's all ready to go. Then we got a lot of time to spend for the activities, so let's do this, obviously, to help our acclaim. And then team acclaim, and then we can't do anything else, so driver acclaim for us and team acclaim for the team will definitely help throughout. But as said last time, we do have another upgrade to spend, and I'm going to spend it in the powertrain. Because we don't actually have a lot of upgrades for the powertrain, and perhaps that's why we can't really catch up to some of the other cars. So we should probably start to look into that. Probably failure chance, we want to reduce that, so we'll have that, and that will come in on the 16th. We'll have the powertrain upgrade. Now let's actually have a look at the R&D tree. What do we have to come? We've got 13th, 20th and 25th, so that's the both of the chassis and aerodynamics coming in before the next race. And then durability would be the race after, so that's fair, that's fine. Looking at how we're doing, we are the black line, so we're kind of plateaued at the moment, but obviously that would all change. I don't know why we're counted as under Haas, we're above Haas, so yeah, not too sure what that line is about, but let's go get a upgrade for this, or actually no, we'll wait until we get the powertrain upgrade for the from the facility, and then we'll do it after that, because it should help it then. So let's just go ahead and advance time all the way to the Grand Prix. We get that upgrade in, we get the powertrain facility upgrade in as well, and the rear ring flaps also proving to have succeeded as well. So now we've got all of this aero part, then we've got 3 major upgrades that we're going to have to spend some money on eventually, and then we also got that one for the chassis, so that's looking quite strong again. But let's look into the powertrain, and we don't actually have a too bad powertrain. It's definitely better, but what's this going to do? So that's fuel efficiency or ERS recovery, and I'm thinking that the ERS recovery is the way to go. It'll come in just after Azerbaijan, hopefully, as long as it doesn't fail. But since we got that facility upgrade, it hopefully shouldn't. But yeah, if we get that, what race will that be? So just after Azerbaijan, that would be the Canadian Grand Prix. So there is some straights there, a lot like that long one before the chicane and the end of the lap, so that will help there, and we'll save the 398 because we can't purchase anything else. But of course we still have practice, and well, it's practice in Monaco. And actually, I forgot to change this just at the moment. We're gonna put on oh, no, not a sponsor change. That's still fine. We're gonna put on our old livery, so this baseline one, as kind of like a memory, I suppose, of what's happened so far. And of course that would match with how Monaco being a very historic track. So we've got the old livery that we had like at the start in round 1, and we'll put that on, and let's go into practice. I am going to do qualifying in like without talking, because I want to get good laps, so I'll put some post commentary after, hopefully being how I don't mess up like last time and press only the share button once rather than twice there. So yep, I'll see you in qualifying, where I'll be talking after or post qualifying or post race. Oh, and just a quick thing as well, we can actually replace our gearbox now, so because it's done 6 races, so we can fit it without a penalty. And I probably suppose that we should do that, because otherwise we'll go to a race weekend and have a terrible gearbox. That wouldn't be too good. So we'll replace the gearbox, and then it's on to practice. Oh, and just a quick thing to add here, is I haven't even started practice. I was just looking through the messages and stuff, but we've got one wet practice session that's too sunny, and qualifying is going to look pretty wet as well, and until near the end where it's going to be a bit more sunny. So that could be key for when we go out and set a fastest lap. I'll probably set one when it's near the end of the rain, and then probably one just at the very, very, very end of the session, so then we make sure that we get a dry lap and a wet lap in case any cars come out, because if I get a good dry lap and some cars haven't came out when it's wet, then I'll have a very good lap. So this could be very key for us to get a good qualifying, because of course you want to have a really good qualifying, because in the race, it's Monaco, there's not too many passing opportunities here, so it's really, really, really down to qualifying. So if we get that good qualifying position, then we could have an advantage for that during the race, and we'll have to hope that our pit stops are quick enough. But yeah, I'll do practice now. I'll put there's the wet one, the wet practice, and then there's two dry practices. So I'll just do them, and then it's qualifying in the rain pretty much, and we'll have to see what laps we can pull off there. So qualifying it is then, and just to let you know, during qualifying I forgot to turn off my mic, so if you could hear me breathing or whatever or something, or the PS4 fan, then you know why. And my wheel as well, because it's got very loud gears, so, or like the paddles. But yeah, we changed the gearbox since last time. It's going to be a rainy qualifying throughout, actually, after I've obviously done it, yeah, we'll have to see. The qualifying is very essential, so we're gonna have to try and get a good lap at Monaco. But I didn't think it would be full wets, but it is. and we'll go into lap 1 very shortly. It was I wasn't sure how long or when the rain would stop, but you'll later see that it kind of doesn't, but you'll be able to switch on to intermediates. So I just waited for that car over there. I did put the car down to 2, setup number 2 during practice, because I really couldn't get the hairpin, or like the really slow one, and the corner before it. So I tried to put it to a setup that's more downforce, then it would be easier for the car. But we're out here on our flying lap, and we're about to just start our lap here, and yeah, it wasn't too bad. We didn't do too badly on this opening corner just here, and then this section here is where I was trying to put a lot of practice into, so almost nailed that. Obviously I didn't try it in the wet, but looks like we can get it pretty well there. Loads of people obviously coming across the line to set the fastest laps. As we come to the end of our first lap, and Romain Grosjean has just set the fastest lap, so we'll see what lap we can set, and it's going to be a P2 lap, and I almost went straight into the back of Sainz there, so that was very close there. But I just turned down the fuel and head back to the garage, and then after I skip some more time ahead, I'm looking to try and go onto dry tyres, but I was starting to get a bit worried at how the rain had not stopped yet. And when Jeff just said that, I was like, okay, yeah, let's go for the intermediates, let's get a lap done, because now we're down to 14th, which isn't particularly where I wanted to be. So I go out to track, I get a flying lap, I feel like I'm doing all okay, until I realised that there was traffic. We have Kimi Raikkonen ahead of us, Giovinazzi behind us, and all the cars are now just starting to file out because we're close to the end of the lap, or the session, and already, obviously, because I was on green on the wet tyres, the intermediates are going to make us go much faster than them, so this could have been a good lap, but Raikkonen is in the way now, so I kind of called off the lap, not really realising that there wasn't going to be enough time. So I had some damage, just made sure that that was fixed, and then I realised, oh, there's 22 seconds left and I'm in 15th, and the cars are gonna all set better laps than me. So I tried to get out as fast as I could and hope that I could pull off something, but unfortunately, as you're about to just see here, as soon as I come out of the pits, it's P22 for us, because we didn't get out in time. So should have stuck with it, but I didn't, and now we're starting at the back at Monaco, where you can't really overtake. So I was really angry at myself for not just sticking with the lap. As you can hear there, I made a big sigh, there, and obviously I forgot to turn off my mic, and the same thing happened here. But yeah, let's hope Jeff's wise words will finally help us. but I'm not thinking that this is going to be too good, as you can hear from my rapid breathing. But yeah, let's get into the race here.
Nelson Piquet once said that driving the Circuit de Monaco was like riding a bicycle around your living room, and it's not hard to see what he means by that. There's no more prestigious a Grand Prix victory than Monaco, but also none so challenging. The astonishing Circuit de Monaco is, for all intents and purposes, virtually unchanged since its inaugural race back in 1929. The faster cars of today, though, ensure the 19 corners past the casino and along the seafront remain as thrilling as ever. A 2.1-mile lap here takes us around an entire country, yet never more than inches from the race-ending barriers. A warm welcome to Anthony Davidson, who's beside me in the commentary box today. Let's have a chat about McLaren. What do you make of their performance so far this season?
Well, the atmosphere within that team seems very positive at the moment. Everyone seems like they're in great spirits and having a lot of fun doing what they do, and that's definitely contributed to the performances we've seen.
It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Good job yesterday from Valtteri Bottas. The Finn starts from pole position, with Sebastian Vettel starting alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Leclerc, Verstappen, Esteban Ocon and Albon, Sainz, Grosjean, Giovinazzi and Daniel Ricciardo, Stroll, Kvyat, Lewis Hamilton and Gasly, Correa, Norris, Kevin Magnussen and Kimi Raikkonen, Perez, Latifi, Russell and Blue. And now it's time to head down to the track.
After the points finish last race, let's aim to keep the momentum going.
Yeah, Jeff, I don't think we're gonna get points this time out. But we've just finished qualifying in last, and I was quite intrigued about this alternate strategy, mediums at the start all the way and then hards at the end. It kind of confused me a bit there. I wasn't too sure why someone would choose that, but yeah, we're gonna have to do a heroic into Sandoval, I suppose, going against Jeff's usual words around here, but he didn't quite say it this time. But yeah, here we go to 5 red lights here at Monaco. We'll see what we can do from the start, and it's a pretty decent start for us actually. We go round the outside of Perez and a whole bunch of other cars, including Lando Norris. We're side by side, but he does just get the point ahead. And I forgot to mention this, but our teammate is actually ahead of us in qualifying, and probably during this race. We have a little buffer there, and we try and go round the outside of Norris, but of course we had to slow down and kind of hit Magnussen's tyre, but not too much damage done, and we kind of filter out Lando Norris there and make sure that we stay to a P17, so not too bad of overtakes there. But let's have a quick replay of the start again. So it was a pretty decent getaway for Vettel. I think that was Vettel, one of the Ferraris there, and we kind of just dived down the inside, got Perez, I think that's probably Raikkonen or Giovinazzi. We got both the Williams as well, so you know, that's kind of really the only overtaking we're really gonna get here. But we do make a small dive at Norris, and I kind of get held up by Magnussen, and we kind of just edge our way around past Norris there. And this was a start from our teammate, so he's doing pretty well. He does get an AlphaTauri, and he probably would have got the other AlphaTauri had not if Hamilton wasn't there to battle them, but up ahead they do go side by side for a very, very, very long while, and our teammate getting the popcorn out, I suppose. It's there was that happening, and then there was this just behind him, which was me and Norris fighting. I kind of just popped out of nowhere there, now didn't I? Again there as well, but he grazes side pods with me, almost squeezes me into the wall, but then I kind of filter him out there, and he was nothing he could do there. But lap 2 here, and kind of make a small mistake there, no damage done though. But you'll see throughout this race the ERS management that we've got isn't very great because of that one of the parts which requires you to switch, but you only have 2 of them. But up ahead though we've got yellow flags, and it's looking like it is Lance Stroll who's going slow. Now of course we were, wow, that was really close. We had to really slow down there to make sure not to hit into the back of Magnussen or Stroll, and Magnussen again surprises me, and I almost rear-end him, but try and get out of the way there. So we'll have a look at what happened to Stroll here, but he's out of the session, and you know, that was quite dangerous actually in F1 standards, and he kind of you hear it just about here where something's gone, and so it's almost like half the lap, and he's got problems, and my teammate gets past, and then he won't really let anyone else past. It was obviously it was a bit narrow there, but yeah, difficulties for Racing Point here then, and they get the yellow flags waved around there, and there's Gasly that just gets it, and Magnussen, then me, then Norris, then Perez, and that was really close for Raikkonen there, or Giovinazzi, one of the two from the Alfa Romeo, but that was well close. That could have been real bad, but he kind of just pulls up by the chicane here, and unfortunately that's his race done and dusted. But lap 6 here then, and I actually make some contact on the wall just about now. As you can see, we kind of jolted off from it, and that will be a deciding factor in where we actually get placed. Here's it from my front wing. You can just see it a bit off at the front there, and that was just not going to be too good, and the car actually felt alright there, but as you'll see, we've got the out lap, or the in lap I mean, so we try and push hard there, but on the end of our in lap it's slow for Magnussen, but we enter the pits here, and I actually really like this one. It looks very nice, and so, it's hard to go over the speed limit there for this area, but I was shocked, not shocked, but I didn't think we really need to change the front wing. It felt completely fine, and the car was good, and if there was a way to stop them from doing it, I definitely would, because that's just put us down into P20 or 20 or 19 or something like that. But later on in this race, we have a small incident with Raikkonen there, and so we catch up to him, and here is it on board from him, and that was a bit of a friendly nudge, a dive bomb I suppose, but it didn't quite work out there. Later on in this race, and you can see there that Gasly has made another stop. or it could have actually been the first stop. He could have been going on the alternative strategy, but it was so long since I'd done an overtake, so I was pretty excited to see that I had a car to overtake now, and this was just later on in that lap, and I could have gone for it there, but that would have ended both of our races quite horribly. So I just waited because of course there was still plenty of laps left to go, and just a lap later now, through the tunnel we go, and I've made a better exit here of that corner, and he's made a terrible exit from this one, and now we go side by side through this corner, and it's someone's gonna have to give way soon, and unfortunately that will be Pierre Gasly. So we get ahead into P18, and unfortunately there wasn't any action after the race, and I accidentally deleted the ending cutscene, but we stayed position, and we've actually got a press interview here. So perhaps to other people I gained more positions, but in actual fact it wasn't too much there, but I did feel like the car was really nimble, and I'm glad that we got that upgrade in there. But we've got a Williams performance question, and to be honest, I kind of just went with that. Team acclaim affected, but yeah, yeah, I can see where she's going from. We damaged our wing again actually during that race after we made the pit stop, but I'd say they're just friendly nudges. They're not, it wasn't too bad. So there you go, there you have it. That was kind of what I would have said if it was me who was doing the race. We do gain 3 points, so another 3 points, and we will win this rivalry. Our teammates acclaim goes up to level 6, and our team acclaim goes up to level 8 there. So pretty good all round for the team there. Somehow we still got our bonus for getting 5 overtakes, when in actual fact we got 4, but not complaining too much there. 2.34 million in the bank, but I'm going to hold off on getting an upgrade until perhaps when I've got, I'd say, 3.5 million. So no facility upgrades just yet, but you'll just see in a moment that our ICE one will not fail here. So the durability one, I mean. So that is quite nice, quite good to see. But of course that is the Monaco Grand Prix done. Azerbaijan is next, so you know that's not too bad of a track, especially if we can get some good straight line speed. There's, even though it's a bit more condensed, especially in the castle section, we are pretty fine for everything else. I just wanted to look at the market for drivers. I kind of went past our driver, but I wasn't too sure how much our driver was actually worth now. I think he was worth $1 million when we started, but now he's worth 2 million. So I was just a bit interested there. I didn't know how much money our teammate actually was when it said we had a low budget for our teammate, or we couldn't buy him back. But yeah, if he's 2 million, then I wouldn't mind keeping him. But you know, there you go. If you did enjoy this video though, be sure to hit the like button. If you want to comment on anything, go ahead and do so. And if you like all my content, then go ahead and subscribe as well. Azerbaijan next. Let's hope we can do a bit better there. But this has been Chief Dog 74, and I'll see you guys in the next race.